Hey guys, so I just got back from an outing with my mom, and the entire time I was there, because it was kind of a meeting thing, all that was going through my mind was, did anybody really ask for a new Men in Black movie? Men in Black International is directed by F. Gary Gray and stars Chris Hemsworth, Emma Thompson, Tessa Thompson, no relation as far as I know, Rebecca Ferguson, Kumail Nanjiani, Liam Neeson, and a bunch of others. And it follows the story of Tessa Thompson's character, who, as a young woman, as a young girl, encountered an alien as well as the Men in Black. So she spent her entire life seeking them out, and she finally becomes one of them and teams up with Agent H, played by Chris Hemsworth, to save the world from an alien infestation known as the Hive. Men in Black International. When I first saw the trailer for this, guys, I don't know. I didn't feel anything at all, to be quite honest. Now, I like the Men in Black movies, I do, and I really like the first one especially. The second and third kind of blend together for me a bit. I remember the third one a lot more clearly than I do the second. I would actually have to rewatch the second to remember exactly what that plot was about. And then they came out with this one, and they've teamed up, of course, Hemsworth and Thompson again. They worked together on Thor Ragnarok, and everybody talked about how great their chemistry was there. So I guess it's easy enough to put them together here. And like I said, I watched this trailer and I honestly didn't see the need for this movie, but got nothing better to do, so I went and I checked it out. And I will say this, from the moment that theme song kicked in, it took me straight back to Men in Black 1. I honestly had forgotten how fun these Men in Black movies could be. And this movie helped remind me of that. Visually, I thought this movie looked really good. I absolutely loved this. Now, I know some people might think it's a bit too glossy, too clean. The first Men in Black movie reminded me a lot of Ghostbusters, the first original Ghostbusters movie, in that everything is a bit dingy and grimy. I think New York is the setting for both movies, and that movie has that kind of feel about it. Something is a little off in terms of the way the environment looks. The second movie, it had more money behind it, so of course it was a lot more polished. Men in Black International is a more polished film. But for me, that didn't bother me. I liked the way this movie looked. I liked the technology. I liked how crisp and clean and everything was. Maybe that's just me and the way I am. But I thought it looked great. I thought the score was really decent. And the acting by Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth is strong. They do have that kind of chemistry where they seem like they've been hanging out as buddies forever, like they know each other forever. So when they team up together as M and H, the team up did work for me, with Thompson playing more of the straight-laced character and Hemsworth being the charming Will Smith type. Does it work? Like I said, I think it works 9 times out of 10. They were never the problem for me. Another aspect of this film I liked was the story. I thought the story was a pretty easy to follow one. It wasn't that convoluted, and if you're paying attention, you might see the beats coming here and there in terms of twists and all of that. But it didn't take any energy from me. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I could sit there in the cinema and just enjoy this movie for what it was. That said, when the first act was finished, the second act is where this movie starts to struggle. Everything just seems to grind to a halt for me. And the movie starts to take itself a tad too seriously. They started with a really nice, funny, silly tone to this film, and that is what this movie needs to be. But I don't know, for that second act, certain things are revealed. There's certain things going on with Chris Hemsworth's character. And without giving anything away, it gets a little too serious and it starts to drag to get to the point. Another negative of this movie is, honestly, the good guys in this movie are outshined by the villains. Now, I would not have expected that in a Men in Black movie. Hemsworth, he's very charismatic. Tessa Thompson, she's great, she's fine. But they don't have that Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones dynamic down packed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But what they brought to that is they brought two heroes that you wanted to follow and wanted to see more of. Here, the villains are the ones that outshine everybody. We have Les Twins, the French dance twin brothers that I think most people might be familiar with. You see them on YouTube a lot. They've worked with Beyonce in the past, and their dance moves, yes, does come to play in this movie. I liked their look. I liked their whole alien shtick. Rebecca Ferguson seemed like she was having a ball as this multi-armed villainous character that used to date Agent H. And of course, the person who steals the show, Kamali Nanjiani, as the voice of this little pawn, aka Pawny, like a chess piece almost. He steals the show every scene he's in, and all he's doing is voice work. And he's hilarious. You know, he has this dry wit about his character. I guess he takes the place of that pug from the original movies in a sense. And he's fantastic. He had me in stitches. I really liked everything he did. But he's not supposed to be the star of the show. So when your villains are outshining your heroes, you know you have a problem. So overall, guys, I would say for this movie, it felt unnecessary. I never felt once like this movie could relaunch this franchise in a big way. I just didn't do it for me on that level. But it's not a bad movie. It is an entertaining film. It is a movie that I sat there, I watched. I maybe looked at my watch once just in that second act, but it never really bored me. I think the performances are fine. Unfortunately, Liam Neeson and Emma Thompson are vastly underused in this in a way that is just such a throwaway of two really good actors. Liam Neeson, he's always made a much better action hero than any other type of character, and I felt like he was wasted in this film. All that said, guys, I'm gonna give Men in Black International a 6 out of 10. Do I recommend seeing it? Yes, I do. But if you want to wait to stream this one, I really don't feel like you're missing out on anything, as it doesn't really add anything to this franchise. It feels like, I said, they may be calling it a sequel, and it's Men in Black International as opposed to just taking place in one city. But at the end of the day, it feels unnecessary, and it really doesn't feel like Independence Day Resurgence. It doesn't feel like it's something that if it never happened, we would ever miss it. It gets a 6 out of 10. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's very much appreciated. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my mug right over there. And for past videos, you can check those out there. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.